France continues to play Brexit hardball with the UK as a key minister issued his own deadline for Britain and the EU to agree on a deal. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has set a deadline of October 15 if a deal is going to be in place by December 31, when the transition period in which the UK remains in the single market ends. But France's European Affairs Minister Clement Beaune said the Brussels bloc and the UK must reach an agreement on their post-Brexit ties by the start of November. He called for the EU to not lose our calm, and warned the Union would not accept a bad deal just for the sake of reaching a compromise. He told France Info Radio, "There needs to be an agreement in the coming weeks. That means around the beginning of November. We must not lose our calm in the final days of negotiations because that is sometimes when bad concessions are made." It comes after Mr. Johnson told French President Emmanuel Macron he would explore every avenue for a trade deal with the EU but said progress to bridge significant gaps needed to be made in the coming days. But talks have been stalling, especially over fishing, as France expresses its concerns about its own access to UK waters in the event of a no-deal Brexit. However, this morning France's Minister of the Sea said French fishermen would be better off with no deal rather than accepting unacceptable proposals by Britain in Brexit fishing talks. Annick Girardin told the JDD newspaper, "So far, the UK has made unacceptable proposals. Fishermen would rather have no agreement than a bad agreement, and they are not wrong. We have laid out red lines, access to fishing grounds, quotas and the species that we fish today. Europeans must preserve their resources and their access. The EU and Britain are in crunch negotiations to get a deal on post-Brexit trade in place before an end-year deadline. Fishing is one of three main stumbling blocks. The EU wants to secure consistent rights to fish in British waters, an important issue for France where coastal fishing communities are politically influential. But Britain wants a deal more like that of non-EU member Norway, under which quotas are set each year. Ms. Girardin added, "We're preparing for all eventualities, and therefore also for a no deal. France is preparing to support its fisheries and the entire industry. European tools will have to be put in place for this.